What's up, guys? So with week 13, we have a new circuit to go through. So I'm gonna run through this with you so that you can see it and feel like you're prepared for it. Most of these movements, things that you've already done, you should be familiar with these. But still, we'll run through it and make sure that you guys are feeling good about it. So, number one, this is a circuit. So there's gonna be 7 different exercises you are going to cycle through. So 7 things that you'll run through, then that'll be 1 round. You're going to go through this 3 times total. Exercise number 1, grab your dumbbells or your weight of choice. I happen to have 2 dumbbells. I'm going to get my feet about hip width apart because we're going to do a deadlift variation. This is going to be a dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So remember on this, I'm going to pull my pants up a little bit more here, my shorts. I'm not going to have my knees completely locked out like that. I'm going to have a slight bend, just a little soft knee, if you will. And with this, I'm going to allow these dumbbells to slide down my leg, past my kneecaps. Notice my back stays nice and fixed. I feel a tug in my hamstrings. Now, you don't have to hold it for this long. I'm just showing you. And then I'm going to come up, squeeze my butt. So real time. There's my hamstrings, squeeze my butt as I come to the top. Soft knee. I'm not going to let my back get into that position. So I'm thinking driving my hips back, spine stays long, belly button slightly drawn in to my spine so that I can keep core engaged like somebody's going to punch me. Next movement, after the Romanian deadlift there, we're going to get into a bent over position, alternating dumbbell row. So I noticed by looking at myself, I'm maintaining this really nice, firm, strong back position, almost like a tabletop. And we're just going to alternate this into each side. Head and neck stay neutral into my spine. That just means there's a straight line. I'm not looking up here. There's nothing really to do to crank my neck like that, to put myself into that position. So I'm just going to alternate that back and forth to get a nice pull variation in our routine for tomorrow. So then from there, we're going to get into a side plank hip raise. So I'm going to set up into my side plank position. This elbow is going to be underneath my shoulder, and I can put this arm up. I'm going to drive that hip off. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, back down. We're going to do that 12 times. Let me come towards you so you can see. I don't want my butt to be way back here. I want to be a straight line. I want to drive up. 2, 3, right back down. So hopefully, because I'm squeezing my butt and my hips are straight, I have this nice straight line in that side plank or side bridge position to really work that bottom side hip, those abdominal muscles, everything on the front side as well. Now for this floor glute bridge press or glute bridge floor press, whichever way you want to look at it, it's going to initiate with a glute hip bridge. Glute bridge, hip bridge, whatever you want to call this. I'm going to walk my feet back towards my butt. I'm going to drive my hips into extension by using my butt right back down. I'm not going to overarch my back. I'm just going to make sure that I can keep this neutral lower back. And my goal is just to squeeze my butt to straighten my hips. So I should feel this mostly in my glutes, not in my quads, not in my hamstrings underneath my butt. This should be me getting into hip extension by using my glutes. So for the exercise that's programmed, I'm going to have my dumbbells or ruck or whatever I have that I'm going to actually press. I'm going to initiate the movement by driving into this bridge position, press. That's 1. My butt finds the floor again. I drive up, I press. Right back down, and I press. So my head might have been cut off there, but you guys get the idea. Right back into it for you one more time. Bridge up, press. All right. Directly from that, we're going to get into a lateral movement variation with a lunge. Let me back up. So I'm going to side lunge. Lunge, notice back leg goes straight. We've done this before. Coming towards you, I'm sitting back into this glute, right back up. Sitting into this glute, spine's in a good position. Most of my weight is right into this thigh, into that glute, coming right back up. You can make this a little bit more interesting. If you're proficient with the lunge, you could add, say, 1 dumbbell. I could come down, I could come up and curl it. I probably need to back up, kind of coming out of frame. Lunge, like I'm gonna set that on my foot, I come up, I curl it. Fighting against my camera. Curl it, you get the idea on that. Don't add any kind of load unless your form is good with your lunge. Side lunge. Side lunge, coming right back up. All right, so that's our side lunge, dumbbell curl. You could also grab 2 dumbbells. Now things are getting a little bit heavier. Like I'm gonna put them on that foot, I curl them up. Right down here, curl them up. From there, we hit the floor. We're going to do a hollow body hold here. Hollow body hold. I'm going to get into a long position. I hope you guys can see this. All right, so from here, I'm going to bring myself up into this hollow body hold position. You can see it. Biceps are in my ears. My legs are up straight. Point my toes out. And I'm going to hold that for 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, I come down and rest. Give myself 5 seconds. And then I'm right back up into it because I'm going to hold it for another 20 seconds. And you guys are going to do that 3 total times for the actual set. So remember, you're going to get a little bit of rest and you're going right back into your hollow body hold. So every time you do the hollow body hold in the circuit, you're doing it 3 times. So you're going to do that 3 times each time that you go through the circuit. So what do you guys do while you're going through each of the 7 exercises? Well, hopefully you're doing what we do at HQ. You know, that time in between movement is time for you to get set up for the next exercise, but also hopefully you're talking to one another and you're coaching each other, you're encouraging each other, you know, joking around, having a good time. Because that's the kind of stuff that you should be doing in between the exercises. Whether it's taking you, 30 seconds of rest or a minute, have fun with that. Last exercise that you're going to do in this circuit is going to be steam engines. I'm going to interlock fingers behind the back of my head, and I'm going to do this for 24 times. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on to 24. And you can see it's almost like a bicycle crunch, except I'm standing up. So I'm bringing each knee up into that elbow. We'll get the heart rate going up. So that's the 7 exercises. Have fun, encourage each other, coach each other, look at each other's movement, and let's get better.